Hey everybody, it's Christopher Small with CMS Law Firm. We do estate planning, we do probate, we do it well. Today, I want to talk to you about the most important estate planning. You are over 65 years old. Before I get to that though, if anything I say here appeals to you and you want to talk some more, you want some help, you want to hire me, you just have questions, it doesn't matter. You can talk to me for free over the phone or in person by going to estatemeeting.com. All right, I'd love to talk to you. estatemeeting.com. All right, today's topic comes from a will signing that I just did. I had actually some parents from my kids' daycare school were in here, which was cool. That's always fun. It's always exciting to sort of show people what you do. And as we were wrapping up, one of the clients was saying, hey, I've been trying to get my parents in here forever. They have some relatively substantial assets and they don't have any plan. And, I'm trying to get them in here, but they won't, it's hard. They're resistant. And I was like, well, look, here's the truth. There's one document that is the most important document for them to have that I've seen sort of in my experience and I've just seen out there in general. And if they don't have that, that is the thing that I would be the most afraid of. And the crazy thing is that this is probably the easiest document to create. It's the easiest document to implement. It doesn't take any witnesses. And surprisingly enough, it does not actually distribute any of your property. But important it is nevertheless. Now, what is this document? Before I get to it, I'm going to leave it as a cliffhanger for a little bit longer. I want you to think for a second about what sort of the biggest thing that people over 65 face in their lives, right? And for most people, it's going to be declining health in some way, right? Like right now, I'm 39, I'm almost 40. I'm not necessarily worried about my declining health. I still have basically until I get to 65. And at 65, especially these days, you can continue to live a long life, healthy life, and be active and do all of the things. But, and I'm just making up the age 65 just for fun, at some point, we all know our health begins to decline. No one that I know of so far has lived forever. Eventually things happen, right? And this is the thing that I'm talking about protecting. I'm talking about protecting against a stroke, against Alzheimer's, dementia, a heart attack, cancer potentially, just some other, just an accident, all kinds of crazy stuff happens. And the longer that we live, the more opportunities we have to get into accidents that we've either caused or have no stake in at all, that have just happened to us randomly. And for that reason, the most important document, and by the way, the other side of this is, if you are involved in something like that, if you experience something like that, the problem is the fallout is very, very difficult if you don't have this document. Now, what document am I talking about? Some of you have probably already guessed it by now. It is called power of attorney. What does the power of attorney do? Power of attorney allows someone to step into your shoes and essentially take care of you as if they were you. Okay? They can write checks for you. They can make other decisions for you. They can do all sorts of things for you that need to be done. The second one that probably goes with that is going to be medical power of attorney, sort of the same thing, but specifically with medical decisions. I can't tell you how many times I've seen someone, well, I haven't seen it tons of times, but I've definitely seen it. I've gotten calls. Someone has a stroke and they had a bank account or something that was only in their name, and now their spouse can't get access to it, or now their loved ones can't get access to it to take care of the person who had the stroke or who had the heart attack or who is experiencing the problem. And the difficulty arises when you attempt to get that sort of level of availability or level of authority for someone and you don't have a power of attorney. To get that, you have to go through the courts. The courts have to find that the person has a lack of capacity, which is hard to do. And it takes a process and it takes time. And while that time goes on, and it's expensive, you have to pay an attorney. I don't even do this kind of stuff. But you have to pay someone to do it for you. You have to go through the process. It takes a lot of time. And while all these things are going on, that person that needs that help, that needs to get access to their own resources, can't, because they haven't taken the time to execute a power of attorney. So, if if you are over 65 and you do not have a power of attorney, if you do not have an estate plan, please get one. I don't care if you call me. I don't care if you call anyone else. Go get it done. It's super important. And that's exactly what I told my client. And she said, I know. I understand. I'm talking to them, trying to get them to take action. And so that's where that's at. But I wanted to get on here and make this video. I think it's important. I think it's really something that can be overlooked. A lot of people don't think about the power of attorney. No pun intended. But it is a very important document. All right? That is it. Once again, I am Christopher Small. I'm the owner of CMS Law Firm. We do estate planning. We do probate. We do it well. If you would like to talk to me more about this or anything else, please go to estatemeeting.com. You can set up a time to talk with me over the phone or in person for free, estatemeeting.com. All right. One final thing, if you like this video or if you're listening to the podcast, please like this, subscribe, leave a review. If you have questions or comments, please leave them. I would love to hear from you. And don't forget to subscribe no matter where you're at so you don't miss any more of these. And I'll probably be here again to talk to you tomorrow. All right. Have a great day. See ya.